Hey everyone! Welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty, and this is episode 110 of the Battleship Brawl Season 5 tournament. This episode, we've got the Blademaster Reforged by Seminostro, challenging a ship I did not expect to receive a challenge, the Polaris by Delta Force. It's a brave move to be challenging that ship, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and get this battle underway and see how it goes. Blademaster's early shells landing basically in the bridge and superstructure of the Polaris, knocking off 6.5% in that very first volley. But it is just superstructure. Not really doing anything too terribly deadly. Bow of the Polaris getting blown out pretty hard there, but those first few strikes from the Polaris are landing. Ooh, that turret got blown completely off. The shells from the Polaris they have a little bit of penetration to them, and it got through that thin deck armor and just blew that cannon out of existence. Bringing the Blademaster down to 90.2%. Polaris is at 93%. It's pretty close so far. So this turret did just get kind of obliterated. Follow those shells in, landing a solid strike to the deck, but not really managing to do any real damage. Yeah, the Polaris got knocked down to like 93.5% pretty early on, and then it's just been there at 93% for the whole rest of the match. Yeah, the Polaris is weathering the storm from the Blademaster just fine, really. Blademaster is just constantly having powerful, high explosive with just a little bit of penetration. So they're technically APHE apparently, but they're mostly HE. Just enough to be able to do things like punch through thin deck armor and detonate inside. There are just some big holes in the Blademaster. That's another turret falling off. So yeah, the Blademaster is pretty much paper armor, especially with the deck armor. I am not sure why you would challenge the Polaris when your deck armor is literally 1 meter of reinforced wood. Polaris is just kind of beating the crap out of the Blademaster Reforged right now. There is a not insignificant chance of the Polaris getting out of this battle with 100% HP. See, like, even that shell, it missed. And it was able to crumple the outer hull of the Blademaster. And that is it. The Blademaster is 2 damaged. Can the Polaris repair that last 0.3% in time? That would be a no. Alright, so that's 99.8, and I just realized I don't have my, I don't have my scorer document open, so give me a second. I'm going to do a quick cut here, and we'll be right back for round 2. Okay, so here we are with round 2. We'll go ahead and get it underway. Decided if I was going to do a cut, I might as well cut out all the score entering and setting up and just get straight to the second round, because I was a dummy and didn't have the score document open. And apparently when I alt-tab out to like do things while recording, it causes some serious like flickering and flashing issues. So better to just cut. Wait, how is the Seminostro taking damage? I mean the Blademaster by Seminostro. It looks like this turret may have kind of shot its own superstructure, because those are the first shells. That volley right there is the first volley from Polaris. Oh, and the Blademaster is going airborne. That's, well, interesting, I suppose, is a word I can use to describe that. So those helium pumps do very strange things sometimes. Polaris down to 90.7, Blademaster at 93. So Blademaster actually in the lead, or well, it was. Now it has lost the lead because another volley must have landed. They come all the way up here, then turn, angle themselves downwards, and just come raining down on the Blademaster. Those cram shells keep falling on my head. And Blademaster has left the water again, and is getting DQ time for being too high. This is a strange ship, to be sure. Yeah, this isn't quite what the maximum altitude limit for the DQ timer was meant for. Not quite. It was more meant for ships that... Well, I mean, now the Blademaster is kind of doing what it was meant for. It's for when ships, you know, start sticking straight up in the air. And it used to be that it could be kind of hard to land shots on ships that were in that position. It would just drag battles out, so... That's why the maximum altitude limit exists in a sea-based battle. One thing's for sure, though, nobody can call Seminostro a coward. He challenged the friggin' Polaris. Big ol' heavy HE shells. Ooh, Blademaster's bow here is pretty close to getting chopped off. Oh, that turret just took a shot straight to the top of the head. Cap melted off. Ooh, something just went laggy there. Ah, the stern of the Blademaster managed to fall off, and it is 2 damaged now. And that is it. That is the end of the round. So that's a 97.9 for the Polaris in round 2. Whoops. No, fingers, please. Alright. Now we'll get things restarted. And we'll do round 3. But things are not looking good for the Blademaster. Gonna have to do something quite different here in round 3 if he wants to have any chance. I mean, those high explosive volleys from the Blademaster are quite painful. I mean, they're sending containers flying, block of confetti going everywhere, fragments flying all over the place. But when it comes down to it, the Polaris just doesn't care. It being a solid brick of reinforced wood makes it pretty durable. And Blademaster has taken to the skies again. It did this before in the group phase, and the consensus was it had something to do with the helium pumps, like leaking into places. Or something. I don't know. It's the only ship that does this, though, and it's also the only ship in the tournament with helium pumps, as far as I'm aware. So, there's probably some credence to that idea. Blademaster hits the water hard. Like, in reality, that landing like that, I mean, the ship would never fly like that to begin with, but falling from that height and landing like that would almost certainly break the ship in half. There's not a whole lot to say. I said at the beginning of the round, you know, Blademaster's going to have to do something quite different if it wants to pull out a win. round 3 has been a repeat of round 1 and 2, so. Again, there is a good chance of the Polaris finishing this match at 100% HP, which will just be, you know, salt in the wound for the Blademaster. He tried, but nobody can call you a coward, but your choice of target was probably not the best. But hey, some people just want to have a go with a strong opponent and see how they come out. In this case, the answer is not well. Not very well at all. Yep, I think the fatal shell is probably in the air right now, or well, it may have just landed. Yep. That is a 2 damage Blademaster and a 100% health Polaris. And match. All right. Yeah, that was a I mean, 99 average HP. You almost can't beat that. There's literally only one more point you can get. So there will be no vote for this battle, as it doesn't matter. The best the Blademaster can do is a score of 1. Which does not beat the Polaris' 99. Alright folks, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the battlefield.